Do you know what happened here already?
Very briefly, so I was kind of late to the show here. But when I came out, I mean, it's kind of double the scene that it is now. There were a bunch of cop cars. There were, helicopters everywhere, obviously the police force. But what caught my eye was when I saw there's, I think, 2 or 3 scuba divers in the water.
Right, yeah. You don't see something like
that.
that
You see that every day, right?
Yeah.
And then I started getting the pieces of the story from neighbors all together, and call it 20 or 30 minutes after that, I finally found out that, we saw the body kind of being pulled out.
You saw them pull the body out.
We did see them.
Do you know how old the kid was?
Roughly 4-year-old girl.
A 4-year-old girl.
Yep.
And did they say she was restrained in any way, or she was just in the water?
No, I will say, she did look like it's kind of just a lifeless body
Jeez.
at the time. Yeah.
So how do you think she ended up in the middle of the river?
So I think they confirmed that she was either thrown off the bridge or...
Off the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And again, I think the chief just mentioned that that was her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
do you know? Oh, they already got the mother.
Got her in custody,
Okay,
yeah.
so they got the mother. Do you know the motive? Do you have any idea why she would have done something like that?
Zero
motive.
It's pretty sick, man.
Yeah,
It's
really
pretty low.
sick stuff to do.
Yeah,
Throw
if you
your
don't want a kid, find a way to take him to the firehouse or give him
away.
For adoption.
Anything,
give him a chance.
Yeah, anything besides throwing it
absolutely
off a bridge. Sorry you had to experience this right in front of your own house.
It's all good. It's just it's not something you wish for or hope for. I just hope
throwing your kid off a bridge.
That's an outlier.
Yeah, how do you think the woman probably physically picked up the kid?
I can't imagine any other way.
She did not throw her off the bridge. She
that.
definitely threw her out in the river in front of right here, right where we're standing right now.
Yeah, when you say threw in the river, how can you just throw somebody in the river?
Well, it's kind of shallow.
Yeah.
So
she walked.
It's very shallow on this end. It's deep in the middle.
Okay, so she was able to walk.
You can do the shallow part here. And if you have a 4-year-old that can't swim, I mean, you can drown in a bucket of water. We're thinking rationally, and obviously the person who did this was not rational.
Yeah, you can't really put yourself in the mindset of somebody who would do something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to believe. It's still hard to believe, and I don't think we can ever really get over it.
Yeah.
But
they said she's in custody. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I understand. The lady tried to walk right down this street.
Really? She just tried to walk away?
And she walked away and abandoned that car over there, and I understand that...
the car right over there.
Yeah.
Wow. So she just stopped, got out with her kid, walked her to the water.
Walked her halfway down behind us, and then and then ended up just trying to walk away from and abandon the car. So
yeah.
That's kind of what happened.
Wow.
And then
there were witnesses though that actually saw this happen.
There were a couple witnesses that saw it right when it happened.
Do you think the witnesses tried to stop it, or?
I think the witness probably was in shock at the point, or they weren't 100% sure that why is that happening. You know, if you see somebody going in the river, it is unusual.
You're not going to assume it's
right. A lot of us really don't swim
that.
in the river like we used to, but it is kind of unusual. And then I think it dawned on her as things were happening that when the lady walked away and then abandoned a baby.
Right.
And I guess her first reaction was to call 911 and try to get some. Try to get some help out here.
Right. You live right on the river, correct?
Yep, right over there.
Did you see what happened in the water?
I didn't see, but from what I heard, I got a pretty good idea.
You got a good idea what happened?
Yeah. Actually, I'll just show you right now how I think this
kind
of played out.
In the water?
Yeah, you stay here. I'll make it happen.
Okay.
What I understand, lady takes her kid out here, right?
Right.
Takes him out of ways, and then.
So the woman walked in with her child, like he's doing. Because it's shallow. You see the water's shallow.
It gets a little deeper, but alligator sharks, I don't want to do that. But this is about what it should have looked like.
Okay, so he's floating in the water the way that you would imagine a lifeless body might be. Thank you for demonstrating what you believe the scene would have looked like.
Anytime.
Well, let us know if anything else happens on this river.
You will do.
Thank you. No, don't touch me.